tired, eh? We just started working and you're tired already, eh? Let's do some more, oh?
Mama, we've been working since morning. I am tired already, eh? Don't you know I'm a young girl? You want me to kill myself with farm work? No, I refuse. I refuse.
Adobodo Ibo. Adabekem. Eh? I will soon join you.
Mama, will join you. It's okay. Go. Mama! I don't like what you are doing. I don't like what you are doing. The way you are stressing this here for me. My daughter-in-law for me, I don't like it. Every time walk, it's only Brumia. Eh? Matella, she has been stressing me.
Just shut up. Up boy na lolwego. Eh?
I got to careful when because. Anyway, I was on my way back from the market. So I said, let me come and inform my daughter-in-law that her husband, your husband will be coming back next week.
Hey, what? Even one boy.
Prepare your mind to meet with him. Hey! Mama, thank you.
Even one boy.
Why not? I got something for you now. I'm not my sister Ben.
Obru what a clean go and leave at
I mean, it's stop stressing yourself. My in-law. You understand? Next week now my son will be around. Then they will meet each other. And that preparation. You want to go?
Shall come back? It's one more phone book.
Let me go home and prepare something for Congo. I know he's waiting for me now. Eh? Don't worry. Oh God. Oh God, with Johnny. Oh dear. Yes, saying ma. Agi. Don't worry. Very soon, oh guys. Oh, where? You want to come now? Bank kata. Oh.
So, when are you going to come and see my people?
I mean, there's no point delaying. I'll be coming to see them tomorrow.
You will?
Yes, because I want to go to the village and inform my people.
So, I can tell my dad?
Of course.
And my stepmom?
Tell everyone. Listen, I wouldn't want to take them by surprise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Pastor, I've had you, and I've known you and my daughter for some years now, and I've never found anything wanting about you. And if I've got anything wrong about you, I would ask her to quit you down. But you're a good man.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. God bless you.
Another thing is that I don't know when you'll be coming, so that I will inform my mother in the village. The man now told me I take a money like that's true.
My in-law, I'll be going to the village next tomorrow.
Yes, to discuss with my father so that we can be able to come up with a date. That's very good of you.
Thank you very much, sir.
And my dear, do you have anything to say?
Well, not much. Pastor, you are welcome to our family.
Thank you, thank you.
Chiamaka is my first daughter. Not minding that I'm not her biological mother, but I value her as my first child. Whatever you people are planning, plan it very well. Because I can't wait for that day to come.
Oh, I can't wait too. My dear, go and teach Amaka to prepare something for the husband. daughter-in-law. Thank you very much.
I will be back.
Alright, thank you.
Come and sit down. We have something to discuss.
Yeah.
I want us to talk about that girl.
Which girl?
I mean Agnes' daughter that used to come here.
Oh, my daughter-in-law, Pascal's wife.
Says who? Have you discussed anything with our son, Pascal, concerning that girl? What about if he comes back and sees the girl and does not like her? What will you tell the girl and her mother?
No. Pascal is my son. I have every right to choose a wife for him. Ordinance?
No. That was in the olden days when the world was still in darkness. Huh? This is a new generation. I warned you before to be very careful the way you parade that girl in this community as your son's wife. You know the kind of son we have. He might turn you down.
Nine, don't worry yourself. Leave that for me to handle. Eh? Pascal is my son and I know he will never disappoint me. You know? Jera Lobola, because you need an
Nwa.
Nani? You want me?
Yes.
Nai, this one you remember to give me drink today. Thank you.
Did I offend you now by giving you this palm wine?
No, my husband. Thank you very much. Amen. Hey! Our son is here. Hey! Hey!
Mama!
I'm fine, you're welcome. Hey! Mama!
Papa, you're welcome, my son. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
How was your journey? Pascal,
Look at you, Papa. You're looking good.
God.
Mama, I think I have something in the boot. I bought for you and Papa.
Hey.
Yes.
What? I
Come
trust
with me
you.
so you can.
Come on. Who is here? Chizoba! No, yeah, your mother-in-law. Mama, good day. Good day, my dear. No, can't give me. Your husband is back. I want you to come and meet him. Which one is it? My son. Mom, work actually in, okay? Say why, Mama? Okay, Mama, let me quickly go and change something better. What you are putting on is very, very okay. What? Hey! Where are you two going to? No, her husband is back. I want her to come and meet him. Go leave them. What do you come? She's about to
Papa, where is Mama?
I just saw her walk away from the film.
Oh,
To where? Oh, there she is coming back. Mama, I was asking of you.
I went to see my friend. Chinwa. Here is my son. He just returned from the city. Greet him.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine.
I see. What's your name?
My name is Chizzy.
Chinwa.
You have a very beautiful name.
Hey, she's beautiful. Look at her face.
Thank you.
Oh, Mama, please, I'm hungry. Get me something to eat.
Only kitchen. Why you? Chinwa. To the kitchen.
You like her? Papa, she's beautiful.
No. I hope you like my son. Are you asking? Of course I do. I like him so much, Mama. He's very handsome. Don't worry. You see that handsome boy? Very soon he will become your husband. You know? Mama, I cannot wait for that to happen. I like him. Don't worry. Let us go to the kitchen and prepare something for him to eat.
Wow, that's nice. Must be a wonderful book.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
My son, enjoy yourself.
Baba? Baba, you need to have a taste.
Pastor, you mean you came all the way from the city to tell me that you have seen another girl to marry? After all my commitments to Agnes and her daughter Chizoba, hoping that you're going to marry her, it will not happen.
Papa, please, who is Chizoba?
The girl that came here and cooked for you, Alichi. That beautiful girl.
Oh. Oh. That was the game both of you were playing. I see. No wonder. Papa, are you aware of this?
My son, I have warned your mother severally over what she has been doing with that girl and her mother, but she would not listen. I have asked her if when you see the girl, if you will like her, but she kept on saying that you will marry her whether you like it or not.
That I must marry her. And what is your contribution to this?
My son, you are a full-grown man, old enough to decide what you want in life.
Thank you so much. Mama, did you hear what Papa said? So whatever agreement you have with that girl and her mother, you better go and settle it with them because I am not involved. And please don't involve me. As I talk to you, I've found a girl I want to marry. And that's all. Papa, please, you have to go and meet some of our king's men. So that, they can pick up a date to go to my in-laws' place and do all the necessary things.
Consider it done, my son.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you so much.
Nine. That is all you have to say. Huh? Pascal, don't worry. We shall see.
Sister Ijoma, I've heard all you said. Tell your son to see me this evening or tomorrow morning.
Oh, yes, Father. Father, do you know the most annoying part of it? That girl my son wants to marry is not from this community. She does not even attend our church. In fact, I am...
Sister Ijoma, I said I've heard all you said. Just tell your son to see me. All this you're saying now, they're not necessary. Okay?
It's okay, Father. I've heard you. Come down now.
Mama, what is the meaning of this? Huh? I told you I have somewhere important to go to.
That's somewhere important have to wait. Let us go and see the Reverend Father.
To see the Reverend Father for what? I already told you I don't want to see him. Why is he looking for me?
That means where you're going to is not important. Let us stay.
Mama, why are you doing this? What have I done to you?
Pastor, I should be asking you, what have I done to you? Tell me!
Pascal, come. Papa, my son, you are a man, and I know that you can defend yourself anywhere, no matter what the case may be. Go with her to see the Reverend Father. Alright, Mama, get into the car, let's go and see him.
Better. Let us go.
Let's go together. No,
Father.
Please. I am already late for work, please. Can we talk here so that I can go to work? Okay, if you insist. Thank you very much. Oscar. Your mother came here complaining about you. She said that the girl she found for you to marry, the girl she has been keeping for the past years, only for you to return and say you wouldn't marry her again. And she also said that this girl is not from this community, that she does not attend the same church with us. But that's not my point.
Well, thank you very much, Father. I appreciate your concern. Father, ever since you came into this community, I've listened closely to your sermon, and you preach much about love. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Parents, love your children. Children, love your parents. Man, love your wife. Wife, your husband. Now, this girl my mother wants me to marry is a girl I know absolutely nothing about. I don't know her father. I don't know her mother. I don't know her background. I don't know anything about her. Now, the girl I want to marry is a girl I love. Now, the point is, why would my mother compel me to marry a girl I know nothing about?
Ijeon, you heard your son.
Father, do not listen to this boy. Do not listen to him. He does not know what he is saying. As I'm looking at this boy, that girl has given you something and you have eaten. Do you know that he refused to answer your call? It was even his father that forced him to come and answer you.
Okay. What do you know about the family?
Father, I don't know the girl's father. But I know Agnes, my friend, who happens to be the girl's mother. When we were still in the city, Agnes, my friend, got married to her husband and gave birth to Chizoba, my son's wife to be. Before we could relocate back to the village, Agnes and her husband have divorced. So, I don't really know much about the father. But what I have to tell you now is that, you see Agnes, who happens to be my friend, I know her and Chizoba, my son's wife to be. I know them very well. They are good people.
Okay, since then, what have you done to know what caused the divorce?
Father, what does that have to do with the marriage?
A lot. A lot, Ijeon. But that is not my main point here. All I want to tell you here now is that you should allow your son, Pascal, to marry whom his heart pleases.
Thank you very much.
That is final.
Thank you very much, Father. Thank you.
Father, is that all you have to say?
I That is what God created me to do. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. Please, I'm late for work. No problem. Thank you very much.
Father, you don't want to help me in this matter. Father, why are you talking like this?
We will not continue going about this bush, okay? I just told you something. Allow your son to marry whom his heart pleases. Please.
Hey!
Sister Jimo.
Chizzy.
Good morning.
Good morning. Come.
Good morning.
When did you come?
I came last night. Mama said you were not back yet.
I see. Well, my mother told me how helpful you are. I mean, how you've been assisting her all this while. And you want to say that I appreciate.
Yeah, it's okay.
Take this money and buy stuff for yourself, huh?
Hey, thank you so much. God bless you.
Yeah, but one more thing, and very important. I know my mother must have told you stories. Yes, she must have told you how you and I will get married soon, right? Yeah, but I want to tell you that it's not going to work. Please, do not listen to my mother. You barely know me and I don't know you too well. So how possible is it for us to get married? Like I said, use that money and get yourself things. But as for getting married to me, it's not going to work. You and my mother should stop deceiving yourselves.
What is it? Why are you crying?
Mama, I don't understand what is going on. No. I don't understand what is going on anymore. I don't.
Nib, what is it? Talk to me. Huh?
I was sweeping the compound when your son came out and gave me this money, thanking me for all the things I've been doing for you, but want me to return back to my mother. That he is not interested in any agreement we had. Can you imagine that? Mama, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. What's the meaning of that now?
You mean my son told you this?
Just now, will I be lying to you?
My dear, don't worry. Relax, I will handle it. Eh? Go back to what you are doing. Go and continue sweeping what you are sweeping.
Sweeping what? Mama, I'm not sweeping anything again. At this point, I need to see my mother.
I said you should relax. I will handle it. Eh? Pascal is my son. And you are his wife.
Good wife. Good wife.
Of course. Don't you trust me again?
What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked.
Ijengwa, what is going on? I do not understand what is going on at all. Why must your son talk to my daughter the way he did? Tell me, does it mean that the marriage is no longer going to work?
Says who? Eh? What are you doing? My son will marry her. Eh? Don't worry yourself. I know my son acted the way he did to find out the kind of person your daughter is. If she really loves him. Eh? You know young boys of nowadays. You know what gives some people.
Ijenwa, are you sure? Edepa sure?
My friend, are you talking like this? I know my son. Eh? I know my son very well. Before he takes any decision, he's going to give it a trial. You know, afterwards, he now decide. Don't worry yourself. If I want to pray to Punke, I'm not working on her. This girl, Chizoba. Chizoba is his wife. Yes, so.
If you say so, let me believe.
Believe me.
But wait. What about the Reverend Father issue? How are we going to handle that one?
That's a good question. We will do something.
Do something? Something like what?
Agnes, I told you to tell Mazu Demba, your father's brother, that I will be here today with my son. Here you see. We have something very important to discuss. Why is he not here?
You did not tell me your reason of coming to see him. That's why I did not tell him anything.
Must I tell you everything? Okay, if you're interested to know, I'm here with my son. To see for your daughter's hand, Chizoba, in marriage.
You forget. Have you seen it? This is why I was asking you. Tell me why you want to see my brother. Have you seen that your visit now is a waste?
Why are you wasting my time?
Because Chizoba is no longer free. Aka jie, aka kwa mujie. Obrozo onye jele gbele bam achọrọ m Chizoba. O nwere eji Chizoba kwụchim. But ma, before coming, I asked people about her. They did not tell me anything of such. Okay, it's because they want to make fool of you. Because everybody in this village knows that Chizoba is getting married to Pascal. She's getting married to Pascal, Mazu Okonkwo's son. But ma, the guy in question has not done anything yet.
At all.
I am here. I'm very much ready to do even the traditional rites right here now. With ego kere kere.
I have been listening to all your conversations from inside. What is it? Why is it that people do not like the truth? My mother has already told you. So why are you arguing with her? Why? Don't call my name. I said you shouldn't call my name. Who even told you my name? What is all this? This is how you people go about looking for someone else's wife to take. Or did my mother not tell you that I have been taken? I am someone else's now. Leave me alone. Leave me. Ogini, pick up one.
Calm down. You don't need phone for stand up, let us leave here.
Please, if you are leaving this compound, do not forget to take your miserable drink. Take.
Hey! Manya miserable. Miserable.
What is this? Someone is married.
No put my head because. What's about Diego Kiki? You did dollar. You need pounds. Get it from over Jivan.
Do I know? I should leave my Pascal and get married.
I'll go down.
Mama, it's not Keke Kahab.
Mugwa Gedeva. Keke na pepe.
Hey! Any bad luck coming to this house, Holy Ghost, fire! Now look at me body more. Father, please. My friend and I are ready for you.
There is no peace in the world for the wicked.
Mommy.
Yes, Father.
What?
Father, please. This is the mother of the girl I told you that my friend want to marry.
Mama Chizoba.
Chizoba, my first wife to be. We are here to play with you to help us talk to my son. Because just like I told you the other day.
Sister Agnes.
Yes, Father.
I've been seeing you in this community since I came here, but I've not seen you in the church. I want to ask you, are you a member of this church?
Yes, but...
Hold on. I want to ask you another question. Has Pascal proposed to your daughter? Or even come to you that he wants to marry your daughter?
Not really, but
Sister Jenny, take this. I am disappointed in both of you for doing this because you're friends. But I will never be a party to any forceful marriage that will lead to early marriage divorce.
Father.
I thought you talked to him before. You were not serious. You didn't say the correct thing. You're here. When did you come? You're not talking to me. What's the matter? Did anyone annoy you? Or do you have problems with your father, anybody?
No.
So why are you? Wow. You're pregnant.
Exactly my problem. What do I tell my father?
I mean, I don't see anything wrong if your father gets to know about it. After all, you're my wife-to-be. So what is wrong with it?
Wife-to-be, not your wife. The more reason my father won't know about this.
Sweetheart, I'm coming next week with my people to see your people. This is not an issue. It's good news. We should be happy. You're my wife already. Hey, you just have to get out this mood, okay? Go inside, get me something to eat.
I'm not going, not today.
You're not going. Wow. That means it's gonna be her tonight. It's gonna be her tonight. It's gonna be her tonight. Come on, sweetheart, cheer up. This is good news. Hey, alright, smile for me. Give me a smile. Come on. Wow, what's that one? Yes, hello, Mama. I'm fine. How are you? You're not fine. What's wrong with you? Oh, Chizzy. Oh, the girl you said I should marry. Come on, Mama. Come on. We've been over this very issue. I already told you that I've seen a woman I want to marry. A woman I love enough to marry. Come on, this Chizzy girl shouldn't bring issues between us, Mama. Yes, Mama, I know Chizzy is a beautiful girl. I know she's a beautiful woman. But I have seen the woman I want to marry, Mama, please. What? But if I don't marry Chizzy, you kill yourself. See, Mama, Mama, just... Hello? Hello? Hello, Mama? Hello? Whenever she says something like this, she's serious about it. What do I do?
No. What's it?
Thank you. Agnes, I want to see you. Hagi, what is happening?
As you can see, these two people, the fair one is asking for Chizoba's hand in marriage. The other one is his brother. You have not said anything.
Data, please. Do not accept them. Eh? My son called that he is coming back next week to marry his wife.
And who is his wife?
My friend, you will not believe this. I called him on phone. I told him that if he fails to marry Chizoba, that I will kill myself. You need to see how he was crying and pleading.
Are you sure?
Don't you trust me again? If I hang him, how to go come here or approach him? Yeah.
In that case, we have to go and discharge them.
Better people. No room here. I want to say something.
Agnes, what is it? Oh, there is no problem.
What is that? I just got a message now that my daughter's husband, Chizoba's husband, is coming back.
Agnes, we don't understand. What are you saying?
You don't understand. What am I saying? Remove your hands. Chizoba, okay, cool. What kind of people? Hey, shut up. Which is son? Huh? Which is son? Hey, but I'm telling you now. He can okay, we'll go to be sure. I'm going to get her that she's married. What kind of insult is this? Just shut up. Shut up your mouth. What insult? Which insult? Onye ke na achu? I got the girl. Huh? What is it? You will see. I will see nothing. It's you that will see. Leave my house. I'll go. Which money?
Agnes, what are you saying? Which husband are you talking about that we don't know?
You still know one money where weather. Agnes, don't worry. I have people that will bring. Hey! You don't know all of the computer.
Basil, you want to go on your if on a matter of Oganu, you were on it.
The world for the wicked, what you reap is what you sow.
Yogo, none, you're welcome. According to the list you gave us, these are the 4 husbands, and this one is for the Omona. Then the beer for the father, then this malt and for the mother, and then they are not oil, and bag of rice. And the other are we free now? Okay.
Hello. You're welcome.
What are done you want? Ije nwa gbasapụ iru na gbasapụ iru na-agwa n'ụbọchị ahụ ọ nwere dịka onye kwụta dị. Today is your day. Today blessed by God for us to be doing some marriage. Come and show close like this.
Okay, then. Hey! Basta!
Bogo. You know, we can look anchor. Mama, look and I go to Naga. You got Moki, you got Mwani, you got Mujima, and you got Bia or 9 months time. Then look at the good Jozo. And I can't watch the Korean one. You make it to week. No.
Yes, Papa, you called me. Yes, my son. Sit down. My son, I want to congratulate you for making me proud today. I am happy to be alive to witness your marriage. At least, if anything happens to me now, I will be very happy to join my ancestors.
Papa, nothing will happen to you. Alright? Nothing will happen to you. You and Mama will live long to eat the fruit of your labor.
Hey, don't call me. If you want me to live long, why did you refuse to marry the girl I chose for you?
Mama, you surprise me when you talk like this. Don't you believe in love? Of course you do. And that was why you married Papa. Tell me, Mama, don't you want to carry your grandchildren?
Which grandchildren? From who? That girl? Can she ever get pregnant? City girl that has done series of abortions. I beg you.
No, not my wife. Not my wife. Mama, not Chiamaka Kem. Well, it might interest you to know that she is 3 months pregnant.
Are you sure?
Of course, my wife is pregnant.
Anyway, if what you just said is true, that means I am happy.
I'm happy that you're happy.
My son, Papa, once more, I am very happy for you. You are happy to see you.
Biko, please. Eh?
Ichenwa,
Why are you begging me? Why are you begging me? I'm asking you. Are you not the one that deprived my daughter from marrying one of the suitors that came to marry her? You're telling me to calm down. Calm down for what? Yeah, can one blow on her can? Eh? It's not possible. It's not possible.
Please, my friend. I did all I could to stop my son from marrying that girl. But he didn't listen to me. Iko,
can you listen to yourself? Ijenwa, were you not the one that came to this very house the day the last man came asking for her hand in marriage? And you told me not to allow that to happen because you've confirmed with your son that he must marry my daughter. You told me that you told your son that if he did not marry her, then you will kill yourself. I foolishly agree with you. Onyezuzu, I foolishly agreed with you. And your son went ahead and married that stupid girl. Why did you two kill yourself? Why are you still here? Huh? Why are you still here?
You really want me to die?
Is it not better? What are you still doing? What are you living for? I'm asking you, Jenwa, what are you living for?
My daughter, please.
Hey, please don't touch me. Who is your daughter? Will you get out of my sight? Rubbish. Abia, shut up. You heard her? Una? Let me come back before I push you. I'm John Mado. You're so cheerful. Wait for me.
Mama, I will not allow this. Mama, what do we do? Will you allow them go scot-free after all they have done to me?
Just relax. Pascal must marry you. Omeronizu. Omeno. He must marry you. You're still here.
Mama, it's good that you're here. Something has been bothering me seriously, and I really want to discuss it with you. Please, sit down. Mama, why do you insist I marry Pascal? Despite all the insults the mother has heaped on this family of ours. Why? You must have a reason for that. And I want to know.
I'm happy. I'm happy at least my daughter is now matured. For you to ask me this question shows that you are now grown. My daughter, you remember what I told you about your late father and his brother? How his brother sent me out of the house and took everything your father had, all because I am not from their community. I did not want the same thing to happen to you. I vowed not to remarry, just to take care of you. And come to think of it, this Pascal that we're talking about is very rich. He's capable of taking care of you.
Wait, Mama. You mean to tell me that it's because of me that you're not married again?
Yes.
What about your brother Basil? He also supported you not to marry again?
I did not have any problem with my brother.
Now, tell me, what do we do about this Pascal's issue?
Relax. Relax. Your mother is still working. She's working on it.
Woman, I have heard all you have said.
What do you want Odogudibia to do for you?
Odogudibia? You see, for me to travel all the way from my community down to this place shows that that thing is very, very serious. Eh.
You have not said anything. What do I do for you?
I want that girl dead. I want her dead.
Woman, the woman in question is pregnant.
Can you be pregnant? It's even better. I want something that will hurt them. I want something that will hurt them deeply. I want you to kill the girl and the unborn baby.
I cannot kill an unborn child. That against my heart. If I do that, my arrow will come back to me. But do you still want the young man to marry your daughter?
Yes.
I will turn the unborn child, if he happens to be a boy, to a girl. After delivery, I will lock up her womb and she will never get pregnant again. Echikom, is that okay by you? Ije?
Your father is sick.
Papa? How? What happened to him? Where is he?
No, in the hospital. That is where I'm going to.
The hospital? Okay, let's go.
What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked. What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked.
Once that woman comes, don't allow her into the world until she shall see you. Okay? Are you his son?
Yes, I'm his son, and this is my mother.
Let's talk in my office.
No. Why you? Doctor, talk to me. I'm a man. Whatever it is, tell me.
Okay? I'm sorry. We tried our best, but we lost it.
Don't point a lie. My husband.
We tried our best. Lost it.
It's not possible.
What is wrong now? You've been keeping a long face all day. What is the problem?
Sweetheart, I'm disturbed. Seriously.
Over what?
When my father was alive, he told me that if anything happens to him,
I mean, if he dies, that I should retire to the village. And now he's gone. I'm confused. I don't know what to do.
These old people and the way they say these things, if you don't obey now, it will be trouble. But I don't understand.
What's the point? What's the point?
What was his reason behind saying what he said?
Well, I can't really tell, but I feel, I'm the only son. And, we have landed properties, a lot of properties in the village. And these village people, once they don't see any man around, they start climbing it one by one before they take over everything. So I think that's his reason.
If you ask me, I think you should give it a second thought.
Yeah. But what about my business? So Pascal, you mean you and my daughter went to relocate to the village because your father says so while I was alive? Yes, sir. Oh, I see. Have you discussed this with my daughter? Yes, of course. Chiamaka, are you aware of that?
Yes, Dad.
No, I don't have any problem with that relocation, but my problem with this is that how about your business in the town? My daughter is a professional teacher, and I don't know the arrangement that's made to that effect. Well, my in-law, talking about my business, my father has 4 shops in our big market. So I have asked 2 occupants to vacate the shops that I want to use it. And my wife's teaching career, I've concluded with the owner of one of the big schools in our community, and he has agreed to employ her. As a matter of fact, she's employed already. The man even called me yesterday, but I told him that I will be coming home fully by next week.
Oh, that's very good of you.
Yeah.
You have made a good arrangement to that effect, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We are about to leave. Let me know your toilet. I will ask my friend who have the 2 trucks to let me pack up things down the village.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my in-law. God bless you.
No,
Thank you so much.
So how is Auntie, your wife, my stepmom?
She's fine. She's very okay. She left this morning to see Peter and Amara in school.
Look at this woman. What are you trying to say? Hey, Pascal, seriously, I find this quite disturbing. You mean you just finally decide to come and stay with us in this village?
I don't... Oh, why your man?
Thank you very much, my dear. Thank you. Again, what are you trying to say? Listen, young man, this is my home. This village is my village. This is where I come from. Alright? And once my father is no more, I automatically become the man of the house. So I don't know your problem with that. Pascal, I know. The thing is, can you fight this village battle? Yeah, I know. You're talking about all these battles in the village here and there. Omon, Ondobo, and the rest of it. Come on. If the battle is that tough, so why are you still here? They would have killed you long ago. Let us eat. Let us enjoy our meal.
What you reap is what you sow.
Hey, whoa. It's like you're coming back from the market. I'm even going to your house. Agnes, you are going to my house? Are you surprised? You might be thinking that I am still angry
over what happened between us. The truth of the matter is that I am no longer angry. I have forgiven you. Even my daughter Chizoba, she has also forgiven you. What happened between us is a thing of the past.
Hey, this really shows that you are a friend. Yeah? I'm so happy now.
Yeah, I'm also happy. I'm happy too. What happened? I heard that your son and the wife is now back in the village. Or the Panama.
Yes, so, you know when my husband was alive, he told him if anything happens to him, that he should relocate to the village so that he can take care of his property as the only son. To avoid the villagers to invade our lands now.
It's true. Hi, Ukuya Amaka. You've saved me the stress of going to your house. I'll be going back to my house now.
Agi.
Come on, Jenaba Zikwe. Can I see Alum?
Oh, I got How are you?
How are you doing?
I am fine.
Where are you coming from?
I'm coming to your house.
My house?
Yes.
I hope there is no problem.
There's no problem. But there's something I need us to talk about.
Okay, in that case I have to come back in the evening or tomorrow morning because I'm going around to share my wedding card.
What? Are you getting married?
Yes.
You must come my wedding.
What's your face like this? Give me. And who is the owner of the card? Wedding card. Onyana.
You need to see the name written there. Johnson. The same Johnson you and your friend EJ were chased out of this compound the day he came to marry me. He's married. That is his wedding invitation. Are we talking about Onyeka? Onyeka is married and his wife is pregnant. Have you seen what you and your friend has done to me? Mama, have you seen it? So what becomes of me now in this village? All my friends have gotten married. Have you seen me? They're all laughing at me now because all my suitors has left me. Mama, why? Have you seen what you have brought upon me? You expect me to be happy, have you?
Is that why your face is like this? I've told you several times to relax. Why can't you trust your mother?
Trust?
Yes. Pascal is your husband.
Oh, Mama, you obviously do not understand what is happening. The Pascal you're talking about is married. And his wife is pregnant. What will you do about it? Will you chase the wife out of the husband's house because you want me to go in? Will you?
Kanjoy, do you still love Pascal?
Does it change anything? Obviously it will not change anything because he's already committed. I love him, but it won't change anything.
commitment. Just get ready. Prepare yourself for your marriage with Pascal. Because what I am assuring you is that Pascal is yours and yours forever. Go
Leave my waist.
I'm just coming from the kitchen. I saw Jimmy Loco around the mangala.
Oh.
Who are you cooking it for?
I am preparing for Pascal's wife that just put to bed.
Mama, I said go. You are preparing it for who? Mama,
Yeah?
are you alright?
Perfectly alright.
You're not alright. Hey, Mama.
Golibeba.
Hey, Mama, you're bad.
Onye ni mmadụ ọkwa n'ụlọ onye ite nwa ọmụ agị talbana
We have a visitor. Nemo, Daluso. Agnes,
what a friend. Next one. Oh, yeah, young man. I brought Jimmy Leonard for you.
Hey! Jimmy Leonard. You mean it? Jimmy Leonard.
There is Uda in it, though. Eh?
Hey! I can't wait to eat this one. Hey!
You know it's very good for clean skin.
I can't wait to eat it.
Make sure you eat it.
I will.
Where's the baby?
She's sleeping. She's fine.
Come for me.
What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked.
Hi, Dad. I'll pray for you.
What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked.
Why are you looking at them like that? Is there any problem?
Mama, I'm disturbed. It's been years now. Chamaka gave birth to Obianuju. Since then, she has not conceived.
I am disturbed too.
What is going on? I don't know what is happening.
About what, Mama? I don't know what you're referring to.
So you are not worried about your condition? Since you gave birth to Obianuch, there is nothing to show again. Not even a pregnancy, not to talk of miscarriage. Now, I am worried though. And I know your husband is worried.
Mama, the truth be told, I am worried. I am even more worried than both of you.
If you are worried, what have you done? Have you done anything?
What can I do, Mama? I'm not a doctor.
I know you are not a doctor. But you have to do something before it's too late. Eh? Yes, so a word is enough for a wise.
I want us to see a doctor.
Are you sick?
I am very sick.
Sick and you don't bother telling me?
I'm wondering why after we had Obianuchu, I'm not able to conceive. I want another child.
It bothers me too. Seriously. But don't worry. We'll go see a doctor by tomorrow morning, okay?
Okay.
So just sleep. Alright.
Yes,
Doctor, we want to know the outcome of the results.
Mr. Compliance? Yes. Can I have that? I was actually on my way to I've gone through the talking medical level with Edochie.
Nothing, absolutely.
Absolutely. Nothing.
So, I mean, how come ever since my wife and I had problem with you, you've been unable to conceive?
Doctor, please, is there nothing you can do for us?
Like I said before, there's nothing medically wrong, but you know things like this happen. Sometimes you have to convert to prayers, and I believe with prayers things might change. But let me give you some drugs that might help you. Now, get those drugs. Hopefully, they will improve your condition.
Okay, that's all right. I'm optimistic. Thank you.
Ijenwa, my friend, I invited you here because I am no longer happy with what is going on in your house about your daughter-in-law. In fact, I don't know how to reconcile it. What are you planning to do as a mother?
My dear, I am so worried. I am confused. I don't know what to do. I don't even know the step to take or who to run to.
You don't know what to do. That means you want them to stay like that?
My dear, like I told you, I don't know where to go to. My dear, if there's any way you can help me, just do. Pico.
In that case, I have to think about it. Maybe to see if I'll come up with something reasonable. Yes.
Pico, my dear, think about it and help me. I'll be so happy.
It's okay. I will. What are friends for? I will.
Thank you very much.
It's okay.
Thank you. God, please.
Okay, Bejanaba. I can leave Japan what I can make. We just started talking without even. Let me go and get
Thank you, please. Just think.
I will.
Think. If
In
there's
a
any
supermarket.
way you can, I will be so happy. You are my friend. My name is Aggie.
It's a
We are friends, so.
Okay,
By the ticket,
read them for me.
Yanaba.
Oh,
thank you.
Okay. Bye bye.
You know my name? Who are you? I am Edochie of Onny. Your daughter-in-law Chiamaka has been barren for several years now. Yes, you are right. But how did you know? How I know is not important. The important thing is solution. Help me. What do we do? What do we do? It is not in my power to help you, but I will direct you to someone who will do so. You will go to Enugu town.
Mama, you mean there's a one said that the chief priest is in Enugu town?
Yes, sir. She also said that he is the only person that has a solution to your wife's problem.
What? How did she know that we're having this problem?
My son, I don't know. Up till now, I am still confused.
What do we do? We just have to give it a trial.
Please, sorry.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please, I'm looking for Odogu the Dibia.
Oh, Odogu the Dibia. Okay, this is what you do, You move this way. This one is the road to the stream. Don't go this way. Follow this one. You will see a house painted with green color. Once you get there, the house opposite that house, you see another park there. That is Odogu's house. Remember, park your car there. Don't drive inside.
Okay.
Once you get there,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Remember, park your car outside. Don't go inside with it.
Pascal, that woman you kept in your house, by name Chiamaka, is not your wife. She belongs to the marine kingdom. That is why her womb is blocked.
No, please, don't be offended. How did you know my name? And how come you know what I'm passing through?
I'm Bodogu. Oma Bodogu. I'm not even enough for my mom. What I say is sitting down. Even if you climb the tallest mountain in the world, that woman belongs to the marine world.
What do we do?
I can see a young lady weeping. Her name is Chizzy. She is your wife. Go and marry her if you want to have children.
No, Dogu. That's not possible.
What if...
Speak no more. Go and do what I ask you to do.
You see? What are killing for the Benedict? You left her and went and married that girl with spiritual husband.
Why do you blame me? Why do you blame me all the time, Mama? What is all this? Is it a crime to marry someone I love?
Hey, love all the time. Love.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out. Love. Arrow.
Obianuju, come, let's loosen this hair.
There is no peace in the world for the wicked. What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked.
Mama, welcome. Mama, welcome.
Mama, welcome.
Daddy, welcome.
How did it go?
Obianuju, please go inside. I want to talk to you.
What you reap is what you sow.
What's going on? Honey, please, I want to ask you a question. And I would appreciate it if you tell me the truth, right?
Okay. I'm listening.
Do you have a spiritual husband?
What? Jesus Christ. Pascal, what are you talking about? What kind of question is this?
Calm down and tell me the truth.
Tell you what truth? What are you talking about? Who told you I have a spiritual husband?
The native doctor we met told Mama and I. He told us that you're married to a marine world. And that is the reason you're unable to conceive all this while. Is it true?
Pascal, assuming what your so-called native doctor said is true, how come I was able to bear your child? Did a Bianuju fall from the sky? Or was it immaculate conception? What are you trying to say? Oh, so that's why Mama refused to acknowledge our greetings. She did not even look at her grandchild. Is that it?
Why are you doing this to yourself? Why? Just look at the way you're seated here alone, thinking your life out. I've told you to relax. Okay? Relax that I will see what I can do.
Pascal, how can you say that? How can you say I'm sitting here and just worrying myself over nothing? Do you know how I feel? Do you know the pain I feel inside? No! Do you know what it feels like to be accused of being married to someone from the Marine Kingdom? Do you know that?
I understand.
You don't understand!
I feel your pain.
You don't!
Honestly, I do understand.
You don't understand!
I feel your pain, my...
Chiamaka, go inside. I want to talk with my son.
Mama?
I am talking to you!
Mama, she's going nowhere. Hey, stand here. She's going nowhere. She's my wife, and whatever you want to say it here.
Pascal.
Whatever you want to say it here.
Chiamaka, I am talking to you! It's okay, Pascal. Better.
Mama, honestly, I don't like that.
My friend, will you shut up your mouth? Oh, you are talking. As a man up here. See, as I'm looking at you, it's like she has bewitched you with her marine husband. And if care is not taken,
God forbid, Mama.
God forbid, amen. Amen. Nothing will happen to you. But one thing I want to tell you now is, prepare. We are going to Agnes's house to marry Chizoba. I know you've not forgotten what the Divya said.
Jesus Christ. Mama, did you listen to yourself?
I should be asking you. Did you listen to yourself? Can you hear yourself? Eh? See, tomorrow you go and tell your kinsmen, we are going to marry Chizoba. Period.
You're not serious. Honey, what exactly are you talking about?
I am saying your mother is right. I think you should listen to her.
I should do whatever she asks me to do? For crying out loud, I don't need a second wife. I'm fine with you. Besides, I don't love that girl.
We're not talking about love here. Love does not count in this matter. We're talking about a child who will carry your legacy.
We have Obianuju already.
Obianuju is a girl. She will get married.
Please, can we change to some other topic, or better still sleep, please? Pascal, what do you intend to do? Okay, now I can't think straight. I can't even imagine myself. God, I can't imagine myself going for a second wife. What is the need when I love my wife Chiamaka so much?
We all know that. That's the news, we know that.
Okay, now the surprising part of it is that one woman by name Ezewani met my mother on her way to somewhere some days ago. My mother said that this Ezewani called me by my name. How she got to know my name, I don't know. She said the Ezewani directed her to one native doctor in Enugu. And the native doctor is the only one that has the solution. Fine. I got there. Unbelievably, this man called me by my name. I even called my wife's name. He told me all my wife and I has been passing through. He said that my wife is the reason for our inability to conceive for so long. That my wife has a spiritual husband. Jesus Christ! The most shocking part of it is that he said that my real wife is Chizoba. This is funny. It's not funny! Seriously. It is. You're not funny. Okay, alright. What's the plan now? My mother insisted that I must marry Chizoba, and my wife supported her. This is serious. This is unbearable. Okay, have you asked your wife if she has a spiritual husband? I did. I asked her. She started crying. She was even surprised I could ask her such question. She said she doesn't have any spiritual husband. And I have every reason to believe her because this is a woman I've known for so long. I know her. Since your wife is important that you marry Chizoba as second wife, I'm just saying, as a friend, in case of future, what do you intend to do now? Ikenna, I already told you that I'm confused. I can't think straight. Oscar, as a friend, I'm of the opinion that you and your wife should put heads together and sort this out amicably because this thing we are talking about now is because of future. For future reasons. I don't think I'm going to the market anymore. I'm not in the mood to attend to any customer. I just have to go home. You better go. I need to think straight.
What is going on? I don't understand. Why are you people here? You want to marry my daughter? After the humiliation, the insult that you people gave to my daughter in this village. Oh, Chipan. Okay. Oh, because your wife was not able to give you a child after so many years. Leave my house, all of you.
Agnes, I thought we have settled this. Why are you talking like this again?
Yes, we have settled and I have forgiven you and your son. But for him to marry my daughter, no! Yes, Ijenwa, when your son left my daughter and married his fellow man as a wife, what did you do? Despite all the suffering that you and I went through, you know all the insults that the people in this village have been heaping on my daughter. Now that somebody has come to marry my daughter, you now realize that she is good for your son. Uche, leave my house, all of you.
You mean another person wants to marry her?
Yes, you heard me loud and clear.
Please tell the person that there is no space, please. My son is ready now, Biko. That is why we are here.
Yes. Please, man, try to understand, please.
No, shut up. Shut up, don't put your mouth inside it. All of you are the same thing. In fact, why am I even standing here listening to you? When you are ready, go.
What sort of insult is that?
Shut up. Shut up. Oh, he Kronada. You know, you caused it.
What sort of insult is that? I'm out of here. Take your drink. Marry her. Take your drink. Marry her. Fast. Listen, come. Agnes, don't worry, we will come back. Eh? We will come back.
Mama, stop calling me. Why did you have to do that? Why did you have to send them away?
When you know we have been looking for this opportunity for a very long time. Why?
You're shouting. You don't understand. Your mother knows what she is doing. I know what I am doing.
How do you mean?
Adam, don't you know that if we accept them just like that, they will think that you're a frustrated girl and so much in need of a husband. Ibu papanga. Pascal. If I be follow, I told you, Pascal must marry you.
Mama, I understand you perfectly well, but what if they don't come back?
Asocha.
What if they don't?
They must come back. They don't have option. They must come back. Okwifoge. Pascal. If I get man, he can see where it is. That can be done.
You went, hey, you went something. Traditional marriage. Behu, yeah. You went something.
We went something. You went hey.
What nonsense? Huh? What did you imagine the insult? Huh? What is okay? No, you tell me what is okay. I told you people in the first place that I don't want to go there. I don't need a second wife. I made it very clear to you. What do you people insisted? Now see the insult you respond me to. Let me make it clear to you that I will not step my foot into that compound again.
What did you say? What did I hear you say? You will go back there. So if you were Agnes, you will just accept the people, just like that. After all you did to them,
I wasn't part of this arrangement, Mama. Yes, you and your so-called Agnes and the daughter initiated it, and I wasn't part of it at all. So don't involve me. And for the last time, I will not step my foot into the compound again.
We shall see. We shall see. Talk to him, oh. Talk to him. He is your friend. Talk to him.
What sort of insult is this? You should know women and funny characters. What are you saying again now? Just you're shouting. What do you mean? No, tell me. You saw the way that woman was talking to me. Pascal, I saw it. Yes, we all did. But you are shouting. Calm down. What's your problem?
Please, don't do this. Eh? Listen to them. Do whatever they told you. Calm down. Just calm down, please. Enugu, I want peace in this house. Biko. Eh?
What do I tell your father?
It's alright.
No, if I should...
I will sort it out myself. I will go and see them if need be. I believe they will understand. Come on.
But are you sure if your husband is okay too?
Yes, Daddy. The doctor said we're both in good medical condition.
Please tell your husband to see me. It's very important. I also want to discuss with him.
Chizoba! Where is the paper and the Bible I asked you to bring?
Mama, don't worry, I'm here. I was looking for Bible. Mama, this one is for the Omuna. It says Manya, Oji, 1 carton of beer, 2 gallons of palm wine, 2 cartons of malt, and 8 cola nuts.
Right. 4 cartons of beer. Right.
Yes.
6 gallons of wine. Nkwenu. The nkwenu ni nkwenu. 4 cartons of malt. Right. 24 cola nuts.
Oh yeah, what day? 20 tubers of yam. GJ Jomko. Nupuji. 20. I give it to you.
Mama, why are you rewriting the list?
Make sure gone. Give it to me. Hold this so that it will not confuse me.
Mama. Seriously, that is too much.
Chizoba!
Sorry.
Hey! Ewuna! Hey! I did not put good. Chizoba! Biadanye Ewuna apo! Kedu Chizoba! Chelukide Ewuna apo! Chizoba!
Children, this list is different from the one we have. How? Besides, this is not the list we use in this village for marriage rights. This is for strangers. Let me for strangers. Agnes, what happened to the list we gave to you to gift our in-laws?
Chidi. You are just one of the women.
And so?
I am Chizoba's mother. Whether this list is for strangers or for anybody. Agnes! If you people are not ready, you can go. Somebody is already standing by to marry my daughter.
Nanya Fakasi, please. Let us not argue with her. Eh? If this is what she wants, we will do it for her. We go.
It's okay. No problem. We will do it.
Better. If you cannot do it, somebody is standing by to marry my daughter.
Mommy!
Just calm down. It's okay. Go and beat your book. Oh? Don't worry. Everything is fine.
It's okay.
None. Hey, thank God. You went well.
Of course, yes. Thank God everything went well. I have to be on my way now.
Mbao. Hey, you just came. I made food for everybody.
Serious?
Just go inside and wait. We're coming. Oh?
What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked. What you reap is what you sow.
Chizzy, what was the meaning of what you did?
Meaning of what? What did I do?
You don't know what you did. Chizoba, why did you snub Chiamaka when she tried beating you?
Who is Chiamaka? Who is Chiamaka now?
Yes, Chiamaka, my first wife.
Your first wife? Your first wife? Is she better than me? Don't you know the second wife is always a precious wife? Listen, your first wife. Besides, let me ask you this question. When has it become mandatory that I have to answer her? Eh? When we do it now, I must not answer her. Although mandatory. It's a salutation, love. Must I answer her? Pico.
Chizoba, this is your first day in this house as a wife.
It's first time as a wife.
Listen to me. It's too early for this nonsense.
What nonsense are you talking about?
You shouldn't repeat yourself again. I've just told you.
Biko, Pascal, this is not why I'm here. This is the first day I'm entering my husband's house. All I need is love, care, pamper, everything good. Please show me my room. In fact, our room.
That's you.
Which one is that your room? Are you not my husband? Your room. I'm talking about our room.
Your room.
Pascal,
that's your room.
Because you cannot be in the same room with Chiamaka while I stay in a room alone. It's not possible. I can support that son of a but not possible. And I didn't avoid Pascal. If that is the room that you are with Chiamaka, I will pack my things and come there. 2 of us will be there tonight. Thank you. If I'm gonna know awful, that's my room. I'm gonna be in your house. Now look at me body more. Yeah. I think you start and
Agnes.
Veronica, you the one knocking on my door. What is it? Ogini.
You know why you're still owing me for the job I did for you? I heard that your daughter is now married. We planned that if the plan works and she gets married, then you're going to pay me my balance. You can't get away.
No way. We'll be even paying. You put on the kind of deal at Nanumwani or Drew. You just never even want to.
I don't have this kind of time. Do you know the kind of risk I took to do that dirty job for you? I'll make the wine.
Is that why you're shouting? Is that why you're shouting?
Because you will tell me I go to
and you will die again, never.
Get my money.
Make sure you need a car.
Get my money. You may go come back. You didn't ask anything for me.
I didn't add what?
I call this meeting as the man of this house to give everyone his or her position. Chizoba, this is Chiamaka, my first wife. And Obianuju, my first daughter, the princess of this house. Please, please, I beg you in the name of God, do not joke with them for me. Do you understand? Mama, you are the mother of this house, and we are all your children. Please, I want you to stand on the truth. Do not take side in any matter that arises in this family. Always stand on the truth for the interest of peace. Thank you, Mama. I believe I've made myself clear.
Well, I have a question. Can I ask?
Go ahead and ask your question.
Very good. What if I'm on my own and someone looks for my trouble? Should I fold my arms because you said you want peace to reign?
Chizoba, last I checked, nobody's mad in this house. There's no how you stay on your own and someone will come looking for your trouble. No, it doesn't happen in this house.
How do you mean? Will you be outside and at the same time be inside to know what is happening? What?
At this point, I think this meeting is over. Everyone can go.
Thank you, my husband.
This point of correction. What do you mean by that? He is not your husband alone. He is our husband.
So if you want to address him, call him our husband.
Oh, thank you, our husband. That's great. Mama, we are going.
You did not even tell me you were standing up. I almost fell down. What kind of thing is this, eh?
Sorry,
Hey! How? If rock out, on right papa. In a half year now. I'm on my own, no JJ. I take what I'm not. Register na moment. I'm awesome.
Honey? Honey? Where is the food? I've been waiting out there since the past 30 minutes and... I mean, the food I asked you to prepare, where is it?
Food? What?
Yes!
I told you about to make breakfast for you.
You told she's about to make my breakfast and she kept me waiting?
She obviously didn't. And I'm on my way to school. Don't worry, let me go in.
Don't worry, don't bother yourself. I can't wait for that food. I'm late already.
Please, just go to work. Find something to eat there. I promise you, as soon as you get back from work tonight, I'll make you something really special. Your favorite, Biko.
But you asked Chizzy about
I told her to make the breakfast for you. Don't bother yourself. I did. Okay? Biko. What's happening? Eh?
It's alright, no problems.
I don't understand what is going on. Amoromia Chacha. Pascal, so you married my daughter to make her a cook. Ijenwa, have you seen it? Have you seen why I refused your son marrying my daughter the first time you people came?
In-law, I have two questions for you. One, who told you that we turned your daughter into a cook? Then secondly, is it a crime for your daughter to cook for me, her husband? Is it?
Why must she do that all the time? What about your other wife? Why must she be the one cooking for the whole family?
Mama, please, can I say something? To the best of my knowledge, I have been the one cooking every single meal, almost every day in this house. I can count how many times, on one hand, Chizoba has entered this kitchen since she got married into this compound. I don't know where your anger is coming from.
Shut up! Just shut up! Who asked you to talk while I am talking?
Enough! In-law, enough. I will not have you insult my wife. In my house, in my presence. That's not going to happen. She's someone's daughter, you know.
Pascal.
My in-law, please. It's okay. Calm down. This argument will not take us anywhere. The question is, how do we solve this matter? Edochie?
What I am saying is that two of them should be cooking separately.
Better.
And anytime it is my daughter's turn to cook for the husband, she will do that.
Impossible. Impossible, I said. You cannot leave your house and come to my house to dictate for me how to run it. It's not possible.
No, please, it's okay. It's okay, please. Because, Mom, my in-law, we have heard you. If that will make you and your daughter happy, so be it.
Yes.
Edochie?
So be it, Mama. So be it.
Mama?
Mama, Edochie, Biko.
Mama, thank you so much. I like the way you handled the situation in there. I am so proud to call you my mother.
That's why I am your mother. To protect you at all times. You see that first wife, Chiamaka? She will leave this house very soon for you. Very soon.
Mama, please, can you really do that for me?
Don't you trust your mother anymore? Omeron is Omeroma. Very soon, this house and Pascal will be yours. All alone.
Hey, Mama, I will be so happy if you can do that for me.
What mean you leave?
Mama.
I didn't go to Alafia.
I didn't go to Alafia.
You will leave?
Swear. I don't take chances.
What you reap is what there is no peace in the world for the wicked. What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked.
Who is there? Someone should come and clear this place. Yes, I'm done.
Did you finish your food one?
Don't worry, my dear. I'm okay.
Oh.
It's good. This food is very tasty. I trust you.
Luchu. Luchu.
Mommy.
I hope you're eating yours.
Yes, I am.
Obi, are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. This food is delicious. Hey.
If you need me, I'll be inside.
Alright, my dear.
Pascal! Why did you not touch my food? Why?
Look at the way you're calling your husband. Pascal! Pascal! When you served me this food, what did I tell you? Didn't I tell you that Chamako already served me? Or you want me to eat overdose because I have to eat your food?
Chamako already served you. So you chose to eat Chamaka's own and you left mine.
Come on, first feed me.
You will finish it. You will finish it. Nonsense.
Come on, first feed me.
Finish here. Nonsense.
Because I must eat your food. Come back here. Come and carry this food and this water. Come and remove it from here.
What is it? Are you alright?
Mama, I don't know what is wrong with me. I've not been myself since morning. I have been feeling very weak. I don't know what is wrong.
Let it be what I'm thinking. Maybe you have to see the doctor. Huh?
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Don't worry. You will go and see the doctor. Eh? Ndo?
Mama, this one you're singing and dancing, did you win a lottery?
Yes, so Ogori. What she meant to say is that light has entered into the family. Yeah. What you were not able to give her husband over the years, I am here to give it to you.
What I was not able to give our husband. What is that?
She is trying to tell you that she is pregnant.
Oh, is that what you meant?
Yeah. Our husband is now a complete man. Unlike before. Oh.
Point of correction, Chizoba. Our husband, Pascal, has always been a complete man. Have you forgotten I bore him a child? So get that into your head.
What's that supposed to mean? Is this jealousy or what? You call me
jealousy? How can it be jealousy? I'm just trying to say it's a good thing.
Go inside there. Prepare her a delicious meal. Go enjoy your own way.
Mommy, welcome.
So you're still washing those plates?
I just started. I've been cleaning the house since.
No problem. Just hurry up so we can start making dinner before your father gets back from work.
Okay. Hey, Mommy, I heard voices. What's happening?
It was your grandmother singing and dancing.
Grandma, singing and dancing. Why? What's she celebrating?
Yes, mother, she's over. She's pregnant.
Are you serious? Yeah. Auntie Deba is pregnant?
Yes.
I'm so happy for her. Mommy, don't you want to get pregnant again? At least to give me a baby brother or sister.
Don't worry. Your mother will get pregnant again and give you brothers or sisters. Even both. But what I want you to do right now is to be happy for your stepmother, okay?
I am, but
nasty. You know, go. Just hurry up so we can make dinner. Go.
You called and said you wanted to tell me something. So what is it?
Yes, my husband. I want to tell you that I'm pregnant.
You're pregnant? Wow. That sounds nice. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Well, congratulations.
Congratulations. Just like that. After giving you what your first wife could not give you all these years, you just opened your mouth and said, congratulations.
You said you're pregnant.
Yes.
And I'm happy about that, and I said congratulations. What else should I say? Nothing.
Oh my gosh. Hey, now it's very obvious to me that you do not like me. Which one is any other thing? Is this not enough? Is this not enough for you to just tell me congratulations? Can you even mother be here in Kano? It's very obvious now that I am an outcast in this house. But don't worry. Hey,
onye kam ga-akọrọ iju onye kam ga-akọrọ Chukwu okike si m olilanya o si na ọ ga-adịrị m mma onye kam ga-akọrọ n'uwe iju ma Chukwu okike si m olilanya o si na ọ ga-adịrị m mma eziokwu ama m na ọ ga-adịrị m mma ebe Chukwu kwuru ya ekwere enwere m kwesike o enwere m olilanya no gadi mma o olilanya o si no gadiri m mma Ewo ariri eribu emo Machukwu okike si mu nwe olilanya o enwere m olilanya o si na ọ ga-adịrị m mma ewo echiche chegbu enu m ụmụnne m ariri eribugo m Machukwu okike si mu nwe olilanya olilanya o si na ọ ga-adịrị m mma
Mommy, this music is so sweet and touching. Yes, I do. But tell me, why are you always singing this sorrowful song?
Anytime I am sad and I want to feel happy again, I sing it. I sing it to encourage myself. I sing it to be happy.
So, did anybody make you angry that you're singing this song?
Your stepmother, Chizzy, she's not making matters easy at all.
And Chizzy is...
Just calm down, okay? All will be well. Take the water inside and come and help me wash the clothes. I'll wash and you rinse, okay?
You two going dressed like this?
Oh, well, we are going for a traditional marriage.
You're going for a traditional marriage? Without me? Or am I not your wife?
I'm sorry, my dear, the invitation card says Mr. and Mrs. That is you and your wife, not wives.
Excuse me. Am I not your wife? I mean, what's the meaning of this?
It means I want to go with your wife.
You cannot try that with me. You cannot try that with me. Master, what kind of thing is this now? Mama, bother yourself. Just worry going to my today. Let Chiamaka continue going. While you'll be here doing what you are here for, that is abusing children. Mama, it's very, very unfair. Now he's going to enjoy himself and he is going with a barren woman. Eh? You know you are pregnant. You don't need to stress yourself at all. Going to that noisy place could lead to miscarriage. Now talk to your son. Talk to your son, because I know my work. Chiamaka. Yeah? Come. I said come. Or can't you come? No, you can't come. Me? Yes. I'm very, very thirsty. Go inside and get me drinking water. Obianuju! Obianuju! I'll get water for your aunt. Chiamaka, point of correction. I did not tell Ujunwa to get me drinking water. I said you, Chiamaka, should go inside and get me drinking water.
That's what I said.
Eh? That my mother should get you drinking water. Yes. As what? Is she your maid? So because you're pregnant, everybody should leave this house for you.
Abobian, Itogon. Afa Abobio, so you have grown wings, okay? To talk back at me. So when I talk to you, you retaliate. As Abobio. Hey! Are you mad? Something wrong with you? Chizoba, what just happened? Ola? Isapelaka Manwamola. Yes. Otuera. Iwonilaka Manwola. Yes. Nanyam. Ialanyam Manwola. You slapped my daughter in my presence. Kagamakozo. Ya Chizoba. Obunada Tantigata also. Obunada Tantigata. Unyakaga Manwola. If you ever try it in this house, if I try it, what will you do? I will kill you. I will kill you. Why Yola? If you touch me again, I will scatter you now. Don't even try it. Don't. I will. I'm not saying for don't touch my daughter. If you try anything in this house, I will kill you. Kill on you. Don't touch me. If you touch me now, open your mouth. Hey! Jesus. Yes. You cannot do me anything. Take your miserable daughter and get away. You are jealous of me because I'm pregnant, and I will give my husband twins. Let me not wait for you. You better bring that drinking water right now. Else, even meme, I'm not fear. I'm going to go.
What happened? Why the flow?
I think I lost it again. I think Chamaka.
Are you sure?
Chamaka has killed me. Chamaka is I told you that Chamaka is a witch. I wanted my head using my Chamaka is everybody will.
What you reap is what you sow.
You heard what he said? That stress is the cause of your miscarriage. And that is why I have a problem. Because I don't understand. Stress for you, Chizoba? What is stressing you? Or what are you stressing? Because to the best of my knowledge in this house, there is nothing you are good at. You don't do anything, you don't touch anything, you don't sweep. The only thing you are good at is making trouble. Looking for trouble.
I'm looking for trouble. You said I'm looking for trouble. Why are you supporting them? Why are you supporting them to deal with me? Why are you stressing me like this? Why? What have I done wrong to you? You know very well that you are the cause of my miscarriage, yet you are doing this thing to me. What is it?
Bro, shut up your mouth and don't accuse innocent people.
I
I will accuse them. I will accuse them. What is this? Am I a slave in this house? I make troubles. I didn't know the one looking for my trouble. What is it?
Mama, what is about? One how? One how in this house?
Soba? What is it?
She had miscarriage.
Hey! How?
And instead of blaming herself for her carelessness, she's here accusing innocent people.
How can someone ever be accused of losing her own baby? This is horrible. I lost my baby and here you are shouting at me. Tomorrow you said I'm stressed. Are you not the one stressing me?
One how? One how? The doctor said that the cause of her miscarriage is stress. Mama, you and I know that this lady here does nothing in this house. So where is the stress coming from? One how?
You're stressing me. Even with this your voice, you're really stressing me. Hey! Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Hey!
Be careful in this house, oh. Be careful in this house. I won't warn you again.
There's nothing for you to warn me about. Now I know that I married the wrong man. Look at how you're talking to me. Why? Oh God, you shouldn't have lost this baby now. Why? Hey. Mama, what do you mean by why? Did I need my own baby? I don't like this thing, oh. Warn your son, I don't like the way he's treating me in this house, oh. I will explode, oh. Mama, I will explode. Hey. You shouldn't have lost this baby now. Huh? Hey.
You mean all this has been going on and you've never bothered to tell me? Even to the extent of losing a pregnancy.
Mom, I'm sorry. Please don't be offended. It's just that I decided not to bother you with my family issues. Besides, Pascal warned me not to take out anything that has been happening in that house outside.
Point of correction, I am not an outsider. I am part of the family. Because you are married into the family, I am part of you. And I'm part of them as well.
Mom, I know. I understand everything. I'm sorry. It won't repeat itself again.
What of Ijenwa? What is she saying about the whole thing?
That one. Mama, she has not said or done anything about it. She has just been keeping quiet.
Ikuna. Hey. Odema. It's alright. Listen, my daughter. This is a time to send Chiamaka out of your husband's house.
Are you serious? Mama, can you really do that for me?
Omaka Chiamaka. I will teach her a lesson that she will never forget in her entire life. Just go back to your husband's house and be rest assured that your mother is solidly behind you.
Mama, thank you so much. I wonder what I would have done in this life without you. You are my everything. Thank you. But, Mama, before I go, I'm so hungry. Do you have any food in the house?
Go to the kitchen, you'll find something in there.
What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked.
Woman, remember all I have told you. Don't make any mistake.
I will not.
You can now go.
Thank you.
You and salt. That soup has enough salt. Let me go and do what I'm doing. Then just bringing water for you. Let me go and continue what I'm doing inside.
Obianuju, where is the water? Hurry up. I just want the shopping.
Mommy! Mommy!
My stomach!
Mommy! Pascal, drink water.
Whatever he ate was poison. What did he do? No, it's not possible. It's not possible. I was the one that gave him the food he ate. Why would I want to poison my husband? How? Why? So you are this wicked. You want to poison my only child? Hey! Mama, why would I? What would be the reason for me to poison my own husband? What? Why don't you want to kill him? Almost cheating and people like that woman. Why do you not want to kill him? You're obviously jealous because he married me. Hey, yes! But let me tell you, Jamaka, your plan cannot succeed. It won't. She's about no. Doctor, please, what is the solution? What can be done? I suggest you go get me the remnant of the food he ate so that we can run proper tests and ascertain the kind of poison he ate. No problem. Why it? Hey! I don't understand what this whole thing is about. But I'm going to get it when you want to get it. How will you understand? Hey! How will you understand what I'm
What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked.
I will not collect that food myself because the family goes to me. I will not allow you to mother, Jesus, my own money don't go to always have that. My money don't go to I will not do that. You people not do. You get whatever it is. You want to why you go wait here?
Shamaka, are you sure you don't know anything about the poison in your husband's food?
Before God and man, I have absolutely nothing to do with any poison. I have no idea about any poison.
What of the poison in the salt container? Who served him that one?
Exactly. Who served him? Is it not the regular salt container everybody in the house uses? Why would I poison my husband? Get home and get him poison here. How did the salt in the container turn to poison?
Exactly.
Mama, there's nothing my husband did to me for me to poison him. Can you home, Memo?
Okay, Pastor, you have anything to say?
Luchy, I have absolutely nothing to say. I'm confused. This is a woman I have known for so many years. This is the first time this kind of issue. Poison?
Let me help you, Pascal. The problem here is because you married my daughter. She's jealous.
Mama, me jealous. Don't you think Chizoba is the person I'll poison? Why would I poison my husband? If I'm jealous, it's Chizoba that I should poison.
Poison yourself. Don't poison yourself.
Hey, everybody calm down. Hey, shut up. Now listen. If this kind of thing happens in this community, there is a way we'll solve it. The accused person must take an oath.
Bam! I will swear. Why would I poison my husband? Where home and get you a poison here? I will swear, Mama. You will swear? You will swear. You're going to swear? Okay. Can't help and swear. You will swear.
So we all agree to that?
Yes!
Fine.
Oh, you're saying yes? Are you going to
Chiamaka, you have to send to your father.
Ichi, my father has absolutely nothing to do with this. I'm the accused. Let me do the swearing. Okay,
so be it.
She will swear.
Is it possible that Chiamaka, your wife, could poison your food? Huh? Since you know that she is guilty of the allegation, why must she accept to take that oath? Now she's mad.
Ichie, like I told you before that oath taking, I am confused. I don't know what to believe anymore. Yes, she took the oath caught her, she's mad right now, but something in me keeps telling me that Chiamaka is innocent. I don't know, that is why I'm confused.
But how is she now?
I can't actually tell her state right now. She's at the backyard. But how can Chiamaka possibly give me poison? Chiamaka came, put poison in my food?
Pascal, got good. Got good.
It's alright, Ichie. Is this possible? That Chiamaka could poison me? I doubt. What the oath caught her? What you reap is what you sow. What is this?
There is no peace in the world for the wicked.
Hey! Oh, you're just too wonderful. Mama, I don't know how to begin to appreciate you for your awesomeness. You're just too much, Mama. In fact, you are the perfect planner. People I
told you that your mother will never carry last.
Hey, you didn't book a last. Cha-cha.
You see, very soon, people will start seeing, not very soon, people are already seeing her as a bad person.
Yes, Mama.
And your husband, Pascal, will be drawing nearer and nearer to you. He will love you every day.
Does he have a choice? Mama, I am telling you that everything is moving so smoothly. In my house, I am now the queen. Whatever I say stands. And what do I do? I didn't put you. I didn't see you on me. I'm telling you, Mama. All thanks to you.
I did, Mama.
Thank you, Mama.
I told you, just be very careful.
Mama, seriously, on a more serious note, I have always been very careful. I don't know what's been happening to you.
The doctor said it's stress. And I believe you heard it. Stress. Just be very careful. Mind what you're doing. Emalupa okuku si echa where. Only a garana kisota cheko dia. Mama ebonwa. Wolonwa we jigide zino no.
Don't worry, I'll be more careful this time. That one. Mama, I don't know what's wrong with that woman. Her madness is something else. She keeps destroying things in the house. You don't need Okwasa. My husband doing something, or maybe she's just scattering things. I'm not going to mother her.
You wake her up here. Why not chain her? Or better still, push her, let her go on the streets. Yeah, you la gaba. Oh, you go for boss, you go to a Korea. Wow. Oh, boy, the planner. Oh, yes, my God.
Okay, sit down there and wait for the other night. She's coming. Just sit there. You want to see the doctor? What's wrong?
My mother is very sick.
What's going on here?
Sir, this young girl here said she wants to see you, that her mother is very sick.
Yes, doctor. Please, you need to help me. My mother is extremely sick.
What's wrong with her?
She's mad.
Mad? You mean like madness? When did this start?
It started recently.
Well, young girl, as you can see, this place is not a psychiatric hospital. I suggest you take her to a psychiatric hospital. I'm not a psychiatric doctor, okay?
Oh God, what do I do? No, doctor, is there nothing you can do?
There's absolutely nothing we can do for her.
I went and met the SMO and he said that there is nothing he can do. That the courts are silent. Yes! The worst part of it is that my wife disgraced me before my visitors. Pascal, let me ask you this. What if you take her back to her people? No, I can't do such a thing. Take her back to her people and tell them what happened to her. Tell them exactly what happened. What story do I tell them? That's exactly my question. That my wife was accused of poisoning me, took an oath and then ran mad? Is that what I should tell her father? Listen, Ikenna, I strongly believe that my wife is innocent. This is a woman I dated for 3 years before marrying her. I know her too well. And I believe that something went wrong somewhere. Well, it's just that I can't really lay a hand on it. But one day, just one day, Pascal, since you say she's always disturbing, disgracing you before your visitors, I'm of the opinion, as a friend, why not lock her up in a room, or better still, chain her down in the backyard? That would be okay for her. Just suggesting as a friend.
I'm pressing you now. I'm pressing you. I'm pressing you. You eat it. Get that. Catch him! Catch the dog! It's for me, long go. Man, woman. Catch your man, mother.
It's about Daddy. Will my mother remain like that? Why not take her somewhere to look for a solution concerning her condition?
Obianuju, your father is confused. I'm confused right now. Obianuju, I went to that chief priest to plead with him to make your mother alright. But he told me that there was nothing he could do. That your mother's sickness is incurable. I don't just know what to do. I'm confused. I'm not being myself. I can't sleep in the night. I can't eat comfortably. I can't drink straight.
Let's take my mother to a pastor. Look for a powerful man of God. Please, Daddy.
I've done that already. I met this man of God and he told me that I should bring 400,000 naira with other items. Yes! Before he can pray for your mother. What sort of man of God is that? A pure and true man of God doesn't ask for all these things before praying. I don't want him to come here and cure more sickness on your mother. Not to worry. I'm still thinking. I must figure out something.
Psychiatric hospital. Yes! Let's take my mother to a psychiatric hospital. That will work. Daddy, please.
Your mother's case is rather spiritual. You were here the other day and you saw what happened. Just calm down. Something must be done.
There is no peace in the world for the wicked. What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked.
Now what will you eat this afternoon? Mommy!
What is the meaning of this? Who can throw away? Eh? What is this nonsense now? You this mad woman! What is this you have done? You threw my husband's food away! Listen, let me tell you. For this singular act of yours, you will not eat in this house for complete 2 weeks. Is something wrong with you? And you stood there and allowed your mother to waste the food that is meant for normal people. Ofia?
Wait, is it the mother you're talking to like that? Yes. Are you the one providing the food in this house?
Because I'm not the one providing the food, I shall allow your stupid man mother to waste the food. It's my husband that's providing the food, so she shouldn't waste it. Please, enough. And if I don't stop, what? Have you seen it? I will beat you! I will beat you! I will beat you! Just look at what she's doing. Anyway, let me let you go. You're obviously frustrated. Very soon, you will become as mad as your mother. Shut up!
Ifeko. Yes, I'm fine. Please, Ifeko, when am I coming to collect my money? No, listen to me, listen to me. This is not how to do business, okay? I've gone through my credit book and, I mean, you're owing me a lot of money. How can you be owing a businessman such money? How do I run this business? The money you're owing me is too much. The money you're owing me is too much. No. This is not how to do business. What? That you're not owing me? You must be joking, Ifeko. Listen, I have everything on record, okay? I'm with my credit book right now, and the money you're owing is too much. How can you tell me you're not owing me? What sort of nonsense is that? Look, alright, see, this one is 30,000 for 25. Alright, you know what, just wait, let me get my calculator. I need to be sure of the amount. How do you mean you're not owing me? What sort of nonsense is that? Is that how to do business? messing the whole thing up for me now, eh? It's my documents. How do I know people that are owing me right now? Oh, what? You know, even... God, I'm finished. What sort of thing is it?
Daddy, what is it?
Look at what your mother just did. Eh? She just messed up the whole thing. My documents, my credit book. So how do I collect my money from people? How do I know how much are owing me?
Is that why you're shouting? Daddy, you know my mother is sick. How do you expect her to reason like you? Daddy, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm sorry, my dear. I'm sorry, but look at, she has just messed up my business. What she did is wrong.
Then look for a solution to bring her out of this condition, so she can stop destroying things in this house.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry. Sorry for shouting at your mother. Just clear up this place.
I brought you. Suffering me like this. Look at my body. Look at the food I brought for you.
Onye kam ga-akọrọ ije ụwa m onye kam ga-akọrọ Chukwu okike si m nwe olileanya ọ sị na ọ ga-adịrị m mma ụwa m onye kam ga-akọrọ n'uwe ije ụwa m ma Chukwu okike si m nwe olileanya ọ sị na ọ ga-adịrị m mma eziokwu ama m na ọ ga-adịrị m mma ebe Chukwu kwuru ya ekwere m kwesị ike enwere m olileanya na ọ ga-adị mma olileanya ọ sị na ọ ga-adịrị m mma
Grandma.
What is it?
Grandma, my mother is sick and she needs medicine.
Your mother is sick. We all know that your mother is sick. And madness is a very big and serious sickness. But when I become a doctor that you are coming to ask me for drugs is what I don't know.
No, that's not what I mean. What I'm trying to say is that my mother has a fever and we need money to buy medicine.
Dr. Obianuju, I don't have any money to give you to buy drugs for a mad woman. Enulia, get out of here.
What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked. What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked. What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked. Before job, oh, there on my cha-cha, Papa Calarana, Nura de Roya. Everything you do surely comes back to you. If only metano buru, oh yeah, buru ya. What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked. If only metano buru.
Brother, please, I want to buy medicine.
What's wrong with the person?
Fever.
Yeah, an adult or child.
An adult. My mother, she's very sick. One dose. Please hurry up now.
Okay, the man is on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Make sure she eat before she drinks the food.
Okay, thank you.
Oramuchimo, Kobia Gugu Mobi. Oramuchimo, Kobia Kasimobi. Anyanelua, Nena Fufune Munata. Abuna Digima Chuku, Adimu Manobi. Moranum Jime, Kobia. Moranumoya, Kobia Gugu Mobi. Chukwu Kerua, Nena Lini Nemunelio. Mabu no Digima Chimu, Odimu Manobi. Watu haribane mebunaya. Watu haribane mebunaya nebese no kadima. Tu haribane mebunaya adiremontu. Tu haribane mebunaya nebese no kadima. Chuku kerua lena fufu nebunatao. Mabu no digima chuku odimumao. Akamurumo lena fufu nebunata. Mabu no digima chuku oso edimuma. Watu haribane mebunaya. Watu haribane mebunaya nebese no kadima. Tuaribane mebuna yebu adiremontu. Tuaribane mebuna yebu nemese no gatima.
Pastor, I am your mother. Pastor, I am your mother. I am talking to you, Pastor. Come back here, Pastor. Pastor, are you working out on me? You are working out on me, eh?
What is it, Mama? What is it?
Pastor, what is wrong with you? I told you to take this mad woman to her father. Take this mad woman to her father, or better still, look for any spiritual church and don't her there. Let them use cane and wipe this madness off her head. Why you alone here? Eh? Because Eba or the Keba Nazundiala.
Please, Mama, please. This woman you are referring to as a mad woman is my wife. Stop insulting her. I should take her to her father. What will I tell him happened to the woman he gave me in good health? What?
What kind of stupid question is that? What kind of stupid question is that? Everybody in this village is aware of what happened. She wanted to poison your food and she was caught. She took an oath and became mad. She nearly died yesterday.
Oh, you feel if I take this story to her people, they will clap for me and get me drinks. Mama, you're just a woman. And women think straight. Allow me!
Why are you talking about my mother like that? What has she done to you?
You are asking me. Questionnaire. Jubanu Monya Jumaju.
Why did you pour water on my mother? Sorry, I did not see her. Don't you remember you did not see her? Is your mother too small? Of all the corners in this compound, you did not see any other place to pour your water except my mother's body. Will you shut up your mouth? I'm not carrying this compound. Let's tell you everyone. There's something wrong with you. Won't you thank your God that I poured my precious water on your mad mother? You're here talking. No. You're very stupid. Auntie Leba, only God will judge. God will judge. God will judge you. Judge your mama. Judge your papa. Judge your entire generation. Idiot. Nonsense. Nonsense. Idiot. Papa.
What is happening? You have not been to school for weeks now, and I have not seen your mother too.
Ifoma, my family is having a problem.
Problem? What kind of problem?
My mother is sick.
What is happening to her?
Look, what I'm about to tell you, promise me you won't tell anybody.
I promise.
Not even our schoolmates.
I promise.
My mother is... she's mad.
What? Your mother mad? Oh my God. I can't believe this. But your father should have taken her somewhere for treatment.
He has tried. He took her to so many places. Then they said her situation is spiritual. The pastor he met said he should bring 400,000 naira and some other things to perform sacrifice or something. Though he's still looking for more solution. And my stepmom and grandmother are not even helping matters at all.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't forget what I told you. Don't tell anybody.
It's alright. I will not tell anybody.
You're sure?
I promise.
You need to see that mad woman. She's getting terrible and she's thinks. But Mama, do you know my happiness? I get so excited when I wake up every morning and realize that her madness is getting worse. It makes me so happy.
She will continue to get worse until her madness gets to the level of Nebuchadnezzar.
That is my prayer. I want her to even die in that madness of hers, so that I can obtain my seat as Pascal's only wife.
As someone, what about Pascal? What is he saying about the whole thing?
That one, he believes that she's innocent. I'm telling you, I thought by now you would have thrown her out of the house and sent her back to her parents' house. I don't know what he's still waiting for.
Whether you throw her out of the house or not, the most important thing is that you have occupied the house as the madam, the wife of the house.
Yes, Mama. You need to see me now in action. When I say a word, it sticks. What I say happens, and that is what I want.
Chizzy, take care. Take care.
All thanks to you, Mama. All thanks to you. Hey, Mama. Well, it has happened again.
Happened? What has happened?
You know?
Mama, it has entered. Oh, Bago.
Bagam. Take care of yourself.
Mama, of course I have to be very careful. Not be me again. Extremely careful.
I know you. Let me go and cook this so that you eat. Okay. Let me go and rush home and we make it. Hey! Onyaki Jimaya,
Obianu, I'm talking to you. When is the last tuber of yam I kept in the house? Where is it?
Look, I'm preparing it for my mother to eat. She's hungry.
What? Obianuju? Hey! You cooked my yam for a mad woman, Obianuju. Now let me ask you a question. How do you know when a mad woman is hungry? Because obviously she has lost her memory. What kind of rubbish is this? The yam I kept for myself and my husband. You went and cooked for a mad woman.
Auntie, please, it's enough. When you insulting my
my mother like that? Why? Never know one bad shell. Look at this small rat. So, Obenuju, you don't have respect anymore. When I talk, you talk back at me. Obenuju. When I talk, you talk back. When I talk, you can't. How dare you? Look at this girl. Okay. I gotta tell what's come back. You must apologize, you stupid girl.
Daddy.
Leave us. So, Chizoba, you have decided to ruin yourself in this house. Not me. Because henceforth, I will not touch you, let alone waste my energy making love to you. Not anymore.
My son, please. Take it easy. Don't talk like this.
I shouldn't talk like that, Mama. Eh? Why should Chizoba fight Obenuju because she cooked yam for her mother? My wife! The yam I bought with my money. Now she has lost the pregnancy for the third time. What is the need? What is the need making love to her when she will get pregnant and abort it? Yes! Because it's a deliberate act. For the third time!
Why are you doing all this? Eh? I am disappointed though. This is not what I expected from you.
I'm very sorry. I can't intentionally want to kill my own baby. It's not a deliberate...
And hey. Today should be the first and the last time you will lay your hands on Obenuju in this house. If you try it, I will not be responsible for whatever happens to you.
Chizoba, you have to change. If you fail to change, I will have no option than to turn against you.
Ma, please now, this is not the right time for you to be telling me this. I just lost my own baby. I'm not in a good mood right now. Please, Mama, you need to beg him for me. Please, you have to forgive me. Please, talk to your son. Please, don't worsen this thing for me. I beg you.
You have lost another pregnancy. You have lost another pregnancy. You are a fool.
Mama.
You are a fool. You lost another pregnancy. Tell me. Now that Pascal said he will not touch you again. Tell me what will be your stand in that family without a child. Was no other.
Mama, I don't understand you. Were you not the one that advised me to always give it hot to anyone who looks for my trouble in that family?
I did.
So why are you now blaming me?
But you are wrong this time.
Yeah.
You are wrong this time. Especially when you know your condition.
Yeah. Mama, please, enough. Enough already. I have heard you. It will not happen again. Seriously, Mama, at this point in my life, I do not want anybody to shout at me. All I need is pets. Pet me if you can.
Let it not happen again. Let me ask you. Now that Pascal said he will not make love to you again, tell me, how are you going to handle it? Usinaka walaba. Kusinono aba.
I laugh. Pascal said he will not make love to me again. Who is Pascal to decide that? Mama, you obviously do not know your daughter. My Ihoma is as sweet as honey. And bet me, Mama, I will make Pascal beg for it. Pascal will come and he will never want to go again. You get him here? Who is Pascal? Obukuma. He will ask for it. He will yearn for it. And I will give
forgive him. Mama, only see he would want to come back over and over again. Oh, Pastor, go on yours. No. Ukuma, Ogapia. He will beg and he will hear me. Wink organ. Rubbish.
Chizzy and Obianuju. I called both of you here to inform you that I'll be traveling to the city for a business trip tomorrow. And I'll be staying 4 to 5 days. Alright? So I don't want to come back here and hear that anybody's making problems in this house. Do you understand me? Especially you, Chizzy, because I know you like problems.
Why are you talking to me like that now? What have I done?
You shut up your mouth. What have you done as if I don't know you? Like I said, I want peace to reign in this house. I don't want to come back and hear that everybody's having issues in this house. Do you understand me? More especially, both of you should take care of my sick wife. Am I clear on that? Obianuju, I'll get you something when I'm coming back. Alright? And when I come back, I'll take your mother to that pastor I told you someone directed me to. Okay. Do you understand me? So just take care of yourself and your mother, okay?
Okay.
Right.
Can I say something?
The discussion is over. Obianuju, take care of yourself.
Bye. Hannah, one more never. In this house. In this very house. I get one. Obianuju. Ojunwa. Please come.
What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace.
What is it? My mother is very sick. I would want you to help her with her farm work. Tomorrow and next, please.
Eh? I don't know. I cannot do it. Besides, if I do it, who will look after my mother?
Obianuju, come on. Have you forgotten what your father said before he traveled? Please do it for me. Okay, don't worry. I will take care of your mother. I will.
Are you sure?
Why not? We are family. I will take care of her.
I'll do it. That's if you take care of my mother as you've promised.
I will do it. Obianuju. I will.
So there is no peace in the world for the wicked. What you reap is what you
Mommy, I'll be away for 2 days. But don't worry. Aunt Chizzy and Grandma will take care of you till I come back.
at this girl. What is wrong with you? If any of... I will beat hell out of you. Let it not follow. Oh yeah, move. Let's go.
Mama, yeah, but this thing is very heavy.
Yeah, it's very heavy. Open the one here. Open the one. Oh yeah, move. Also, sir.
There's no peace in the world for the wicked.
Chizoba. Mama. So you're calling my name like that. I hope there's no problem. Where is Oga Luchy? I've not seen her since yesterday. I've even searched for her everywhere this night. She's nowhere to be found. Where is she? I sent her on an errand. An errand? To where? When? That was yesterday. I asked her to go and give my mother something. Since yesterday? Who has been feeding her mother? I have. You? You? Okay, what give you? You? I said I have. I mean the feeder. I've been feeding her. Oh. What may show? Who has been feeding her mother? As her mother's maid or getting. She'll be feeding a mad woman because of what? Charudu. What is Alan? I can't have
Give me food now. I'm hungry. I'm hungry now.
Does that mean Aunt Chizoba did not give you food? Okay, look, I bought bread for you on my way from the market. Mommy! When I came back, I saw my mom crying for food. Then I gave her the bread I bought for her. When she was eating, I noticed the wounds the chains caused her. So I decided to unlock the chains. Then she ran away. Hey! You have killed me. So you released your mad mother from the chain and she ran away. Do you want to put me into trouble? So when your father comes back now, he will accuse me of your mother's escape. What is the meaning of that? Eh? You're put me in trouble. Something is wrong with you. Why did you allow us to escape? Let's look for my mother. Shut up! Will you shut up? You're still talking. Now get up. Come on. Come on, get up. Something is wrong with you. You will remain here today. Since you decided to release your mad mother and she ran away, you will remain here till your father comes back. Then you will tell him what you did. Auntie, I just wanted to help her. You're still talking. Will you shut up your mouth? Will you shut up? Can you imagine? You tell her mouth to talk. What is happening? Mama, thank God you're back. Mama, can you imagine this stupid girl? She released her mad mother from the chain and she ran away. Can you imagine that? I don't know you why. Mama, when I came back, my mother was crying for food. Then I gave her the bread I bought for her.
When she was eating, I noticed the pain the chains caused her. So I decided to unlock it just to relieve her of the pain. Then she ran away.
No. Must you do that? Are you a doctor? Are you?
Chizoba, that's enough. That's enough. Who tied them?
I tied her here.
I did. And she will remain here till her father comes back. Rubbish. Wait, come, untie her.
I will not. May you get me?
Oh, listen. Are you mad?
Did I just hear you right? You see, am I mad? You are the one that is raving mad. What kind of nonsense is that? How dare you ask me if I'm mad?
Chizoba,
you called me a mad woman. You were the first person to call me a mad woman. You are not just a mad woman, you're a very foolish woman. Chineke, what Chineke me? You're very foolish, hopeless, stupid, insensitive. Hey! Who mother must hear this? You hold it like who mother must hear this? Hold it. Who mother must hear this? Who mother again? Go and tell the whole. Go and tell the whole.
What? Why must your stepmother tie you up here? Is something wrong with her?
I don't know. Just because my father traveled.
What of your grandmother? What did she say about this?
My grandmother wanted to untie these chains. Then she beat her mercilessly. But if you see my grandmother now, she can't even walk again.
Oh my God. So what are you going to do now? Will you stay here till your father comes back?
Yes, I will remain here. I wanted to see what that woman he's calling his wife did to his precious daughter. But the only problem now is food. I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Okay, let me see what I can do.
Hey! What are you doing here? I am asking you!
Auntie, good afternoon.
I did not ask for your greetings. I only said what you're doing here. Uchionu. Come on, so brother. See, I do not ever want to see this your two left leg in this compound again. Now get out! Get out, you! Hey, madam. So what you now do is to bring your useless friends to my house without my consent. Up here? I'm sure you must have told her the things I have done and the ones I have not done yet. I'm sure you must have done that. So you now have mouth. And you now have the right. So bring someone in my compound. In my compound. Hunger will kill you. Hunger. Hunger will kill you in this house. It's yours.
What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked. What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked. What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked. If if onye metalo buru. What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace. Cha uwa chorima umuwa ndi mmebu ndi arurana. Uwewe bele cha uwa chorima umuwa ndi obiokute. Onye mamadu nebu ya, onye dopotalo na dotugi, onye tupasaro binebu gimanazo. Uwewe bele cha wachorema umuwa ndi obiokute.
Mama, I don't like this. Allow me to beat this girl. What the rubbish is that? Allow me to teach her a lesson. You want to keep that thing? What sort of rubbish is this? Why must he be Chizoba every day in this house? Why must he be Chizoba every day? Before I traveled, I warned her that I don't want to come back and hear that she made trouble in this house. Is she mad? There's something wrong with her. So Chizoba is no longer afraid in this house. She had the guts to beat up my mother. Hey. To beat you up, Mama. Do miss out. I think that was the devil. Chizoba died. Chizoba chained my precious daughter like a common criminal. Hey! What sort of what? Mama, stay out of this. Mama, please stay out of this. Stay out of this. Sorry to disturb you. Good afternoon. Please, did you see any dark mad woman around here?
I've been seeing one mad woman like that, but she's not dark, she's fair in complexion.
Okay, since when have you been seeing her?
Since 4 months now. Yeah. And if you really want to see her, she's at the village square.
For a dark woman. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Daddy, what are we going to do?
Uzana's daughter, Chalaka. Hey! Is she Uzana's daughter?
Pascal, where did you search for her?
Uncle, I did thorough search. I searched for my wife everywhere.
Don't you think she might be wandering about in some of these our neighboring communities?
Uncle, which of the neighboring communities? If you have any idea, tell me. Let me go and search for her.
You people should stop, please. This is not even why I'm here. Pascal, why did you beat my daughter? Mama Babaja, why did you beat her?
Agnes, why are you talking like this? We are here talking about Pascal's sick wife that ran away. And we are also looking for a solution to find her.
What solution is more important than Pascal telling me why he beat my daughter the way he did? Let me ask you, is Chiamaka the only mad person on the street? Let up join others.
What? Did you hear what this woman said? That my wife is not the only mad woman in the street? Did you hear what she said?
I'm buying the key. I'm buying the key. You cannot do anything.
It's okay now. Stop talking like that. What's wrong with you? Master.
Where's my daughter?
My in-law.
Please calm down. Explain what? Where's my daughter Chiamaka? Uzonna, what are you doing here? Agnes. What are you doing here too? As you can see, I am in my in-laws' house. She's over my daughter. Pascal is the husband.
You mean Pascal is married to Chizoba, my daughter?
You heard me wrong.
My second wife?
Yes.
What's going on here, Mama? What is he talking about?
Why are you back outside?
You're asking me what is happening here. Eh? You're asking me what is happening here. Where is the money I asked for?
Agnes, I have gone around the whole village to see if I can borrow money. Nobody listening to me. Honestly, I am confused.
You are confused, Abuya? Ozonna, let's get this matter straight. For the past 1 week, I've been asking you for 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira, kwacha. What is it for? To go to the market, buy something and make myself look good. Not only for me, for you. Nene can't be now wearing a street. Eh? It's obvious. You call yourself a man, but you cannot take care of me. We only have 2 kids, so say, by that time we are about 15 years of marriage, and you are telling me story. Akuya, I say case. Ona.
No, Agnes, you can't do this to me. Eh? Don't worry, by the special grace of God, I will get a job.
Ezioku, till then. Leave my bag for me now.
Don't do this to me.
Leave me alone. Stay with your daddy.
Don't do
Leave me.
Don't do this to me, please.
Yeah, come here. I say case. Leave my bag for me.
Please don't do this. Will you abandon this children for me? Yeah? Please.
Leave me. Stay with your father.
Agnes, please.
I've taken Chizoba as my own share of the children. Please. Stay with your daddy.
Hey. So my sir, that's why I called you.
Wait. You mean Agnes left this little girl for you simply because you did not borrow money to give to her?
I am confused.
Hey.
If anybody has told me that Agnes, my wife, will do a thing like that, I will have called the person a liar. I don't know what to do.
Check. My brother, take it easy, oh? It's okay. Hi. That is one of the things in we women. But wait, what do you intend to do?
I want to go to the city to see if I can get something doing for myself. At least I am hardworking. But sister, please, I want you to take care of my daughter. Chiamaka, if I find something doing, I will come back and take her with me to the city. Please.
My brother, it's okay. I've heard what you say. But you know I live with someone. I'll have to talk to my husband. But I promise you, I'll come back tomorrow and take Chiamaka with me. Oh? Chiamaka, how are you? Don't worry. I'll come and take you. I will stay with you and I will take very good care of you. Okay? Try.
Thank you, sister.
Pascal!
What is actually going on here?
This woman was my former wife, the mother of Chizoba and Chiamaka.
Hey!
Same father,
Chiba?
same mother.
Chiba?
Mama, please, wait. Oh my goodness, I need to say something. You once told me that my father was dead. What is it I'm hearing now? What he's saying, is it the truth? Huh? Hey, Andy! Hey! Hey!
So Chiamaka that I made mad, tied her womb.
Agnes
is my own daughter. Hey! Get your zona fear.
Is what you sow.
Where's he going to? Where's he going to?
There is no peace in the world for the wicked. What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked. What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked.
Woman, what is it?
Help me, my lord. So you know this place? Huh? Oh no, please. You have to help me. I did not know that the young lady I made mad is my own daughter. Chiamaka is my daughter. Please, I want you to reverse it. I want you to destroy the charm.
Woman, the madness is irreversible. But there's only one way out.
Anything, please. Anything.
The madness will be transferred back to the owner. And that is you.
Anything. I'm ready. Please.
Are you sure about that?
You heard what she said. She said she's ready. Just do anything you can to make my wife fine, please.
It's a mood right now. I got Joyan, I was Joyan, I was Joyan, and I'm out to go. I do go to the same more. Lulu, no, another one, another will be back the moment. I don't know. Hello, we know who. Oh, maybe a way. Over there. I want you to hear from here, and I will.
What about my wife?
Young man, wherever your wife is now, she's okay. So, go home. She'll be back in the next few minutes.
So, are you trying to say that wherever my wife is right now, she's fine?
Perfectly okay, she's fine.
Back to her senses?
Yes.
Okay. So you mean my daughter is fine?
Yes. Perfectly okay.
What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked.
Oh, my sister ever forgive me. Mama,
can you imagine? Mama, look at the kind of friends you keep. Eh? Look at what she did to this family. She tied my wife's womb not to conceive after so many years. As if that was not enough for her, she went further and made her mad.
My son, please forgive me. Forgive me. How was I to know that Agnes is this bad? Yay!
She made her mad.
I'm so sorry for everything I've done wrong to you. I'm sorry, Edochie.
What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked.
My mother is back. Mommy!
What is going on here?
Mommy!
What is going on here?
God, thank you, Jesus. Now she's alive.
What happened to
It's
me?
okay.
You alright? Yes, I'm alright. What happened to me?
Chiamaka, my sister, please forgive me. Chiamaka, one name. I know I have really wronged you. But please find a place in your heart and forgive me. I'm sorry.
Why? What did she just call me?
Chiamaka, she's your sister.
How? What happened? Why? What are you talking about? What is going on here? Eh? What is going on? I thought she's your wife. Is she no longer your wife?
She's your vice, your younger sister. Her mother is your mother and I'm your father.
Mba. Okay, please come on.
How?
My daughter will explain later.
Forgive me, I've wronged you.
Don't worry, my dear. I'll give you the details.
Sorry. Junior, come, please, come. I don't understand what is going on here. My mother was responsible for tying my womb all these years. She even made me mad. What a cruel world that a mother would do this to her own daughter.
My daughter, stop crying. Keep away your tears. What is important now that you have met your sister and have known each other.
Where are you going? Why are you carrying those bags?
I'm leaving. I don't belong here.
Chizoba, please don't go. Please.
I have to go and make my own family. Why I allow you to enjoy yours. Please.
Yes, she doesn't belong here. She has to live with me for the city.
Pascal, I know I've wronged you. But please, find a place in your heart and forgive me.
Alright, I've forgiven you. I wish you good luck. Huh?
What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked. What you reap is what you sow.
I said don't come near me.
I give peace in the world for the wicked. What you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked. Before job, oh, there are cha-cha. Everything you do surely comes back to you. If only what you reap is what you sow. There is no peace in the world for the wicked.
This morning, hey, hey, yes, we are fine. Yes, everybody is fine. How is the baby doing? Yes, hey. And so Wadra, I'll call you back later. Let me leave you to sleep. Oh, hey. Hey, greet your husband for me, oh, because, hey, Mama, Chizoba.
Who is that? What happened?
Chizoba, my sister, your auntie, just delivered a baby boy this morning.
Hey! Hey! I am more than happy. How are they doing?
They're doing fine. Eh?
Hey, Pastor Papa! Hey!
Okay, how are you?
What is she doing here?
It's your mother. She has come to apologize to you for what she's done to you and everybody.
I thought...
Yes, of course. You know, much later she ran into one Pastor Timothy that prayed for her. And she's fine now. She has just come to make up for all her wrongs. She's come to apologize to you. Iko.
Chizoba just called now. She said she just delivered a baby boy.
Hey! Oh, wow. Chizoba! Chizoba! So how are they? Okay.
All the children inside.
What you reap is what you sow.